I want you guys to go through Mom's stuff with me and see what we can give away.
So you want to get rid of everything?
Episode 3.
Yes.
It's really about empathy, which is such a hugely important theme for this whole series, and kind of letting go and moving forward. Life is to be lived. It was important to us that this was something that was a way to honor Jenny, that it was important to her. She would want this.
I think any time that you lose someone close to you, the question of how do we move forward is multi-pronged. And there's a difference between getting rid of the physical stuff and dealing with the emotional stuff. And I think trying to make that apparent to the children is difficult. I think it's painful. I think anytime you love someone, you want to hold on to everything that reminds you of them, your memories, their scarf, their hat, whatever it may be, but you can't. That was thematically what the Jeffries family was dealing with.
Jenny wished that it wouldn't become the Jenny Jeffries Museum. So I think Justin wants to hold on to some stuff, but he also respects that.
I think it was hard for all the kids to fully understand everything that you were talking about because they all have their own mythologies of what her passing meant to them. I know Flora didn't even want to think about going through all of that.
Are you seriously not going to help me? Justin is like a machine down there going through Mom's stuff.
But then when she's actually going through the items with her siblings and sharing that together, she realizes that there is power in choosing what to keep and what to let go of instead of just letting it all fade away.
I think definitely for like the sun hat. Remember the sun hat? Yeah. It was like a big moment for Penelope to like let that go. So when we were at the rummage sale and it was on the rack and the woman got it, I didn't want to come to terms with it at first, but then I kind of accepted it. It's perfect. I was I was happy.
Yeah, it's bittersweet.
Because the happiness was getting passed on to somebody else's family that we once had with her.
I think it's important to remember that kids aren't the only one that had a hard time with it. We see early on that Malcolm also freaks out over something. It's in the box. Tomorrow, please, please. It's hard for everybody of all ages, and I think that you guys touched on that really well.
And as a parent, it's you also modeling for your kids. Like, they need to see me moving on so they can move on.
Sure.
As hard as that is, and even if I'm not ready. Clearly you said you were ready.
No, ready. Ready.
Why don't you stay at the house this weekend and the kids can stay home with you?
From even that scene in the office, there was so much care and love there between both of them, you know? Like even you saying, let's just switch.
Even though it's not necessarily the best thing for her, she knows it's the best thing for the kids. So she's like, come spend the time with the kids.
Going back to the house and seeing everything that she always did for this family. I think there was a moment of, even though it's not spoken, there was a moment of realization of how much he took that for granted. He never told her, you know, how much he appreciated everything that she did.
To see somebody be able to just walk away from the mess is how I think it feels for her, even though he's carried a lot of the mess in his inner turmoil. To see that, it looks really appealing a little bit, you know, to just be like, oh, here, I don't have to try to hold everybody together. I can just be here, but then looking a little deeper, you know, there's no pictures on the walls. There's no children's mess. Like, children's mess is a beautiful thing as a parent. When it gets taken away, you're like, well, now there's no dishes in the sink, you know? Like his townhouse is stark. It is sad. Her empathy for him builds a little in that moment of seeing like, okay, when she lives in it a bit more, that this is sad.
Just this place, it is so empty and soulless. Bleh.
As somebody who has been left, like, this is what you wanted.
Right.
You wanted this.
Right.
We have all of that, but this is what he wanted. He wanted this more than me. It was very, like, oh, it's really painful.
Yeah. I don't think he knew what he wanted, but yeah.
Sure.
The kids, they don't want to spend the weekend at your new place.
Okay, you guys have a text chain without me?
One of the things I loved was how Casey and Merritt are just like We are not
Yeah.
doing this.
Why are we the ones that have to move? You guys are the ones that got divorced.
Yeah.
Yeah, foot down quickly.
Yeah, really quickly.
Well,
we're not going.
I think the divorce, I mean, we didn't have a say in that, obviously. And then the townhomes feels super like, that's it.
Yeah.
And I think the townhomes represents that. Now that, they're they're saying what they're gonna do, it finally gives us an option, at least.
It's interesting, too, for kids to try to find their voice within a family and feeling like they might, what they can say and how they can put down boundaries that they may not have been able to before.
The journey of your relationship is really developing into a friendship as siblings and looking to each other in ways you probably wouldn't have before without the divorce. I felt that in your performances.
Totally.
I don't know how you guys felt about.
Brought them together because, the way I always see it, I don't have siblings, but like families that do have siblings, if there's ever some kind of argument, it will always be parents versus kids. Like, no matter how many differences like my friends and their siblings will have, if the parents are starting to come after one of the kids, it's like they'll unify for that moment. So that was kind of like.
See, if you're a smart parent, you get one kid on your side to begin with.